Shalom. Look at this. It's just one thing after another. You know, one thing after another. This is like that Daniel, that clay mixed with iron. You know, they're falling apart, man. They're literally falling apart. Which ultimately going to lead to they, hating the whore as well. Trump threatens to halt trade with Spain over military base access. And I guess Spain must have denied the U.S. access to use their military, their airspace, or their base to launch the attack on Iran, I'm pretty sure. Probably using their fuel in their bombers. Let me read something. U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to halt all trade with Spain after the country barred the U.S. from using its military bases as part of its operation in Iran. It comments at the White House. Trump says Spain had been terrible and suggested we're going to cut off all trade. We don't want anything to do with Spain, he told reporters. And I want to find out how large. Spain is huge, though, as far as the economy goes, but let's see how big it is. How large is Spain's economy? Spain has the fourth largest economy in the Eurozone and is the 14th largest globally. So it's important. That's major. 14th, that's major. With a nominal GDP estimate at approximately 1.89 trillion. The economy is experiencing steady growth with a projected 2.2 GDP expansion in 2026, supported by tourism, services, and recovery funds. So this man is literally, like he's already showed examples of what type of businessman he is. His businesses that he had already that literally went bankrupt. This is pride, man, that's pushing this man to act the way he's acting, his behavior, his stout behavior, man. A foolish man. He's a foolish man. Trump's comments added to existing tension between the two countries, including over the Spanish government's resistance to Trump's demand for NATO allies to raise their defense spending, which they all did, but they're actually coming together to do their own thing now. They're actually working behind the scene to be separate from Babylon, if you haven't known that already, which you should. I could tomorrow or today even better stop everything having to do with Spain, all business having to do with Spain, Trump said on Tuesday. Trump and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent both claimed that the U.S. can legally place an embargo on products imported from Spain. All right, well, do your thing. Man, it's just so much happening, man. And you got to think with all this happening, ultimately, imagine the domino effect it has. So this, like the scripture says, for let me grab the scripture. The scripture where it speaks of our salvation is near, and when we believe. Paul speaking. Book of Romans. Not sure if it's this escaped me right now. Romans. So let me do this way. And I'm only mentioning this because it's comforting. You should have this mind state anyway. And knowing the time, Romans 13, and that knowing the time that now is, it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now our salvation is nearer than when we believe. Okay, so just look at what's going on, man. So you know what's ultimately coming. I just got chills just thinking about it, man. Because this is that day I've been just praying for. All the Akim been praying for this, man. For all hell to break loose, and then, which ultimately that's the judgment of the great whore, man. We're accepting and embracing all that's comes with the judgment of the great whore, you know, which is going to be, like I like to refer to it as that it's going to be a spiritual ass whooping, man. You know, it's going to be a spiritual ass whooping where this place ain't going to make it. The only ones that's going to make it about and through that fire is that the elect of his people, man. That's the Israelites, you know. Beautiful. This is beautiful, man. So let me shut it down. Let me close here. I didn't necessarily continue on. So keep watching. Keep watching. As Apostle Tahar said, that you sleep, you'll miss a lot. You got to keep watching. You're going to miss a lot, you know. Because everything that's going down is pertaining to the scriptures. It's what like the scripture says. For His word is it's faithful and true. Let me hit that real quick. And we're convinced of that already. I think it's faithful and true. His words being. What's that there? Come on. It's like I didn't mean to do that there. Give me. Go back here. Here we go. And he said unto me, these sayings. That's Revelation 22:6, but hold on. Okay, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat and was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Oh, you know what? Revelation 19:11 and 22:6 all it's pertaining to exactly what I'm trying. That statement, the fact that the statement that I'm trying to make. But let me hit 22:6 here, and he said unto me, these sayings are faithful and true. And the Lord power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of the holy prophets, sent his angel to show unto his servants a thing which must shortly be done. And that's what we're reporting to you guys. That's what we're reporting to the elect of our people, man. That the word of the Lord, that it's literally everything that he's speaking is all about to come to pass. And we are convinced of that. There ain't nothing in this goddamn world to change my mind and to have me thinking otherwise, man. It's impossible. You know, impossible. So we're watching, and all we have to do is just continue on to be patient for a little while longer, man. And we're going to get the hell up out of this goddamn toilet. Keep on watching. Shalom.